Well, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, as I've been saying, and European leaders due to meet at the White House this hour ahead of both bilateral and multilateral engagements on ending the three-year war with Russia. The meeting comes just 6 months after Zelenskyy's disastrous visit to the White House, where he was berated by President Donald Trump and some other American officials in the Oval Office. Well, to help us preview today's discussions, let's bring in SABC News US correspondent Sherwin Bryce Pease. We're looking at a live shot of the entrance, Sherwin, at the moment to the White House, and these talks come hot on the heels, don't they, of a bilateral engagement between President Trump and Putin on Friday. What are some of the key elements that we're going to be looking for today as Ukraine's leader arrives, not on his own this time, flanked basically by an EU delegation?
It's difficult not to start a discussion like this with a bit of a chuckle, right? I mean, will he be wearing a suit today, and will that be an issue in his bilateral with President Trump? Of course, just in terms of the choreography here, Tembekile, you'll see the beginning of arrivals now of European leaders at the White House. I think they'll then be put in a green room because, as we understand from the White House program, President Zelenskyy will then be welcomed at around 7 p.m. your time. They go into a public bilateral, one assumes, which tends to be the custom here at the White House, for a tete-a-tete that is likely to be broadcast at around 7:15. We then understand there'll be some sort of family group photo with the Europeans before they then head into a multilateral discussion on a pathway towards some sort of peace deal here between Ukraine and Russia around 9 p.m. your time. So there's an entire afternoon here of talks. The question then becomes, does this engender greater cooperation and agreement between the positions of the United States and the Europeans,